Conditional sentences. Today we will be reviewing zero conditional, first, second, and third. Please pay attention. We'll start with the zero conditional. Remember, it's formed in this way: if plus present simple. That's what we use in the if clause. Result clause, present simple. An example would be, if you heat water, it boils. Remember, we use zero conditional to describe rules and situations where one event always follows the other. An example, if you want to study in the USA, you have to pass an English exam or an exam in English. First conditional. The first conditional is formed in this way: if plus present simple, will plus infinitive. If you go to the zoo, you will see the lions. We use the first conditional to talk about possible future events that depend on other future events. If I pass my exams, my parents will buy me a scooter. Other possible patterns in the first conditional: if we save enough money, we can go on holiday. So I'm using can in the result clause, which is a modal verb. If you see him, tell him to give me a ring. And that's what we call imperative. Second conditional. The second conditional is formed in this way: if plus past simple. Result clause, would, could, might plus infinitive. If I had enough money, I would buy a new car. But I don't have enough money to buy a new car. Remember, in the second conditional, we use past simple to show that this is an unlikely condition, a condition that is unlikely to happen, and not to show a past action. We use the second conditional to talk about imagined, impossible, or unlikely events in the future. If I had enough money, I would love to do something like that. The sentence refers to the future. But of course, I don't have enough money. To talk about impossible present situations: if I were you, I would study more. Could also be used as a piece of advice. Third conditional. The third conditional is formed in this way: if plus past perfect in the if clause, the result clause, would, could, might, perfect infinitive. If I had studied more, I would have passed the exam, but I didn't. We use the third conditional to talk about unreal situations in the past and to imagine things that did not happen. If I hadn't broken my leg, I would have gone skiing. Unless, if not. You don't get fit unless you exercise regularly, or you don't get fit if you don't exercise regularly. I won't go there unless we take a taxi, and I won't go there if we don't take a taxi. Now, test examples. This is fun. All you have to do is give it your best shot. If you ask him, he take you to the airport. Now think, does this show me present time? If it shows me present time, then I have to choose between first or second conditional. Now, what's the difference between first and second conditional? First conditional is likely to happen, second unlikely to happen. So you have to reason, okay? Use common sense. If you ask him, he take you to the airport. If clause, I'm using present simple. Main clause, I could use first conditional, so I could use will. If you ask him, he will take you to the airport. Second, the view was wonderful. If I have a camera with me, I would have taken some photographs. Now notice the result clause is made up of would plus have plus the past participle taken. This shows me that it's third conditional. So I use have. I have to use that in the past perfect tense. If I had had a camera, I would have taken some photographs, but I didn't have any. You know that I can't afford this ring. If I earned more, I buy you the whole world. Notice in the if clause, it says if I earned more. So I'm using past simple. When do I use the past simple in an if condition? When it's unlikely to happen. So in the result clause I'd use, I would buy you the whole world. But I don't earn a lot of money. It's a pity I didn't go to Spain last summer. This is so easy because it shows you that you should use the third conditional. Obviously, the sentence expresses an action that did not take place in the past. If I had gone there, I would have had a chance to use my Spanish, but I didn't. If I were you, I would take your neighbor to court. Of course, check the answers. Remember, check reported speech handouts in your English folder. And remember to memorize the chart for first, second, and third conditional. Good luck, guys.